Hello everyone, I hope you guys are doing amazing. In this video I will be telling you about how can you sponsor your child um, for Canadian immigration. If you're a Canadian citizen or a PR or a permanent resident, then you may sponsor, if you're eligible, you may sponsor your child who's living abroad, of course, who's not living in Canada. The idea is you have to bring your child to Canada. Now, how can you do this? There's a family class sponsorship. Through this, you can sponsor your child and you can sponsor your dependent child. Now, there are certain criteria. Let's talk about who is the dependent child. A child of a Canadian citizen or a permanent resident. That child should not be married or should not be in any common law relationship. That child should be under the age of 22 years, not married, under the age of 22, and should be the child of Canadian citizen or a PR or their spouse. Now, what happens if the child is over 22? If your dependent child is over 22 years of age, they might be eligible if they have some physical or mental illness because of which they cannot take care of themselves. That's why they're dependent on you, or they have been dependent on you for your financial support or assistance before they turned 22. So maybe let's say since 16 or 17 when you were supporting them, and that's how it is being continued. Now, in order to sponsor your child, you have to be eligible. Now, how you are eligible? One, I told you before, you have to be either a Canadian citizen or a PR holder or permanent resident here. You should be able to prove your relationship with your child, that this is your dependent child or your spouse's dependent child. You should be able to provide for basic needs of yourself and your dependent child. You should not be in prison. You should not be under any immigration investigation. You should not be in default of a previous sponsorship undertaking. You should not be receiving any income assistance apart from the fact that you're getting any disability assistance. The length of the undertaking that you get for a child who's under 22 years of age is either 10 years or till your child turns 25. So let's assume your kid is 21 now. It doesn't mean you're gonna have this undertaking till 31. It is still they turn 25. If let's assume they are 15, 10 years, 25 or 10 years, whatever comes sooner. The length of undertaking for your dependent who's over 22 years of age is 3 years, but then you have to prove. So this is how you can sponsor your child, your dependent child who's staying abroad, and then you can bring them here in Canada. If you have any more questions, please message. Take care. Bye.